Filipino traditional game usually played by kids. It involves 3 to 7 players, all of which throw slippers at a single can while one of them is hit. To play this game, you need a tin can, chalk to draw the toe line, and slippers for each players. To play this game, you first need to determine who's it. It is the player in the game who guards the tin can and the one that tags the players. To determine who's it, each player will throw their slippers as close as possible to the toe line, which is the line that determines whether the it can tag you or not. Whoever threw their slippers the farthest away from the toe line is the it. Now that the it is determined, players are to step behind the toe line, the tin can must be inside the circle, and the it must be ready to guard the can. Basically, each player has to throw their slippers to knock down the can while the it guards the can while trying to tag the others. Things get harder when the players are running out of slippers and they have to retrieve it while the it can tag them if they're out of the toe line.
There are 4 scenarios that can happen in a game of Tumbang Preso. The first one is if the can stood while still inside the circle. If that happens, then the game proceeds normally. The second one is if the can stood up outside the circle. Then, the players can kick it to knock it down so they can have time to retrieve their slippers while it takes the can back to the circle. The third scenario happens when the can has knocked outside the circle. These players can get to retrieve their slippers while the it places back the can inside the circle. The fourth scenario occurs when the can was knocked inside the circle. Same thing as the third scenario, but shorter time in retrieving the slippers. And the game only ends when the players don't want to play anymore. The Tumbang Preso game doesn't have an ending. It actually only ends when the players are tired and they want to go home, and then that's how the game ends.